welcome to week 46 of this online series. My name is Brenda. I'm a movement therapist, and in this video we're going to focus a lot on rotation, a lot on balance, and we're going to be releasing the body with a soft reflex ball. If you don't have a soft reflex ball, a tennis ball will do, and you can wrap it in a sock just to soften it. The other thing we're going to work with is either a lightweight bar or you can use a broomstick. In this video, hence the name Stick With It, we're going to be doing a lot of releases with the bar or the stick. Let's get started. So come up into standing, and we're really going to focus a lot on the breathing as well. So breathing nice and deeply into the diaphragm, focus on breathing through the nose. We're going to bring a bit of mouth breathing into it when we go onto the mat. So just relax into it. Let's look over one shoulder and take the hand around to the back of the other side of the neck. And I want you to just give a nice light pressure there, giving a little bit of resistance as you rotate the head and work into releasing the neck. Breathe into one side and breathe out to the other side. Focus on a nice slow rotation. And breathe out. Last two. And breathe out. Now take your reflex ball and around the back of the opposite side of the neck, or you can use the same hand, whatever is easier. You're going to take the ball along that occiput ridge in line with the earlobe. So along from the mastoid process, that bony process behind the ear, you're going to work along that ridge towards the spine. So little circular motions and moving the ball back and forth. Just getting a nice release along the base of the skull where we often carry a lot of tension. Let's go over to the other side and up and over. And when you're ready, little circular motions or moving back and forth along the occiput ridge. Now I want you to take the ball into the hair and just releasing the scalp. Just helps with a little bit of tension. If anyone suffers from headaches, this is always a nice release. Just releasing the fascial tissue inside. And around the muscles. Let's take the ball onto the opposite side of the neck. And now pushing into the upper trapezius and that levator scapula that lifts the shoulder, you're going to just give a nice deep massage and a quick release into that area. Move it around again in circular motions and back and forth. Up and over the neck if you want to. Just a little bit more of a release into the neck. And let's do the same thing to the other side. Into that upper trapezius and up the neck. Back and forth, little circular motions. You can take the ball onto the sternum now and move up and down the sternum. This will help us with our breathing, moving along the pectoral muscles, just up towards the shoulder. Just giving it a good release there to help us open up across the chest. This again will help us with our breathing. Let's release the ball. We're going to use it a little bit later. Take a nice deep breath in and roll down through the spine, and you're going to bounce it out there. Take a nice deep breath in and uncurl. Now I want you to take your hands onto your rib cage and just focus on your diaphragmatic breathing. So you're breathing horizontally and expanding the rib cage. So they're stretching those intercostal muscles between the ribs, and you breathe out. So try focus on that nose breathing. Sometimes you'll feel a little bit of tension in the neck. If you're feeling that tension, just release the arms and shake the shoulders out. Try focus on a longer exhalation than an inhalation. And breathe out. Now what I want you to do is take the hands onto the intercostal muscles between the rib cage. So you're massaging up towards the shoulder, underneath the chest. You can work directly onto the skin if you want to, and just move up at that angle between, bringing the fingers between the ribs onto those intercostal muscles, and move up to the other side. So just really releasing. The diaphragm connects under the rib cage onto those muscles around there. So we want to really focus on stretching and releasing that to increase the breathing. Let's take the fingers, so you're coming into a rounded position, and now you're loosening up into the diaphragm again, and just tucking the fingers. Move around as much as you can. Tuck the fingers in there. And let's just shake the shoulders out if you're feeling any tension there. And again, just bring your hands onto your rib cage. And I want you to feel the difference between now and before you release the diaphragm. The breathing should be a lot easier. And focus on that exhalation. Let's just do one more. And breathe out. We're going to go back into that roll down, and this time into a little bit of a rotation. So again, take a nice deep breath in. And roll down through the spine. Take your hands over to one ankle or one calf, wherever you can reach. Relax your head and bounce into that rotation. So coming into a nice spiral movement. And again, I want you to focus on that stretching right around the rib cage and into the diaphragm, lengthening that lateral side into that spiral movement. Bounce. Take a nice deep breath in, squeeze your glutes and come up. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So start your roll down coming forward. Breathe in as you're standing, and then breathe out as you come down. Let's bring the hands around to that ankle or calf and bounce. Really relax the head. So I don't want you to be looking forward. Make sure the chin is coming towards the chest, and you're bouncing into that stretch, feeling that lengthening out. Take a nice deep breath in, squeeze your glutes, and come back up. Let's go into the center. Do that one more time on either side. A nice deep breath in, and breathe out. Reach over to the ankle and bounce. Take a nice deep breath in. Squeeze the glutes breathe in and uncurl. Breathe out. Again, a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, roll down and reach to the other ankle. From here, just come to the center, take your stick and roll up through the spine. Good, let's bring the stick onto the shoulders, and then we're going to work along the similar area to the area we were releasing with the ball, along the occiput ridge and massage down over the neck. So again, you're coming into a rotation. Look towards the front of the stick as you massage into the neck. Let's do the same up and over to the other side. A nice release there. Massaging up and down. Let's bring the bar onto the occiput ridge and push into the occiput ridge. Choose your resistance. So apply as much pressure to the stick or the bar as you feel you can handle, and just massage along the base of the skull from side to side. Just a few more massages up and down. Let's bring the stick next to the spine, so you can take it in the right hand and the left hand is above, it is below. And what we're going to do now is we're going to massage into the upper trapezius and the erector spinae muscle on that side of the spine. Try moving into the rhomboid as well. So we're releasing into the rhomboid. So you can massage a little bit from side to side. Releasing there. And from there, we're going to lift. You will lift the arm up at the back and bounce into a nice stretch. You'll feel that stretch across the front of the shoulder and releasing that upper trapezius on that side. Doesn't matter which side, we're going to do both sides. Just bounce forward, lifting that arm up at the back. And again, know your range of movement. Take it out of your comfort zone, but only as far as you can. Before you don't want to feel any pain there. Breathe into it, that will help increase the stretch. Let's change the position of that bottom arm. You're going to bring the hand onto the front, the arm in front, and the hand onto the stick at the bottom. From here, we're going to open up, getting a nice stretch into the front of that shoulder. Open up. And again, you know how far you can take that rotation. Bounce it forward. So you're bringing the stick quite far out and opening up there. Move into that rotation. Breathe in as you open up, out as you release. 2 more. And the last one. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So you're going to hold on to that stick, top and bottom, and just give the rhomboids, your rhomboid major and your rhomboid minor, and that erector spinae muscle, a nice deep pressure massage, just moving along there. So stay on that side of the spine and just shear the stick a bit from side to side. What we're going to do now, like we did on the other side, is keep holding the bottom of the stick and come into that rotation, forward and back. Feeling the stretch in that bottom shoulder and still releasing the upper trapezius where the shoulder meets the neck. Breathing out as you come forward, breathe in as you open up. Keep going. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. From there, let's change the position of that bottom arm. So bring it in front. Take the bar or the stick out to the side a little bit, and we're moving into that rotation. Keep going. Open up. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Really open up into that stretch. Good. Let's bring the bar back and now slightly lower down onto the shoulders, so you're opening up across the chest. From here, we're going to come into a rotation. So whichever side you choose, you're going to bounce. Breathe into one side, and when you need to breathe out, over to the other side, and you're breathing out into this rotation. Nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep going. And breathe out. 2 more. And breathe out. Last one. And breathe out. Let's take the stick and lift it up. And we're coming forward, rolling down again. You're going to release the stick onto the mat. We're going to release the feet because we're going to go into a few balances. So I want you to take the toes and wrap them over the stick. And you're going to massage along the sole of the foot. So rolling that stick to the heel. You're going to feel it's quite sensitive, especially into the arch of that foot. So you get applying a nice deep pressure and to the heel. Last one. And release. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Wrap those toes over the bar or the stick and massage. Keep focusing on that breathing. Good. Let's do another 2. And the last one. Good. From here, again, onto the bar with both feet this time. And we're going to wrap the toes over the bar and then just inch your way forward. Again, very sensitive towards the center of the foot. Come onto the heels and let's inch our way back. Keep breathing, don't stop breathing, it is quite sensitive. Let's do it one more time. Wrap the toes and walk over. Good, and let's walk back again. Now you're going to keep the toes around the bar or the stick, and we're going to focus on balancing as you lift and lower the heels. Really wrap those toes over the stick. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keep wrapping the toes. From there, just roll down again and take that bar. Breathe in and uncurl. Let's reach the bar up and focus on squeezing those shoulder blades together at the back. So open up the hands quite nice and wide. And then as you start to get a bit looser into the shoulders, increase your range of movement. Start off small, breathing in as you bring the bar back or the stick, and breathe out as you come forward. Nice deep breath in, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Another 2, and breathe out. And another 1. Let's just hold it here. You can bring the stick quite high up, and I just want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together, activating those rhomboids and pulling the shoulder blades back, and release, release, and up. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to focus on balancing on one leg, and you can start off in this position and just rock yourself forward and back. Good. Rock yourself forward and back. So here we can start using the arms and back. Just swing with it there and back. So you can keep that lifted knee bent, focusing on the supporting leg for your balance. It is going to challenge you. Let's add the arms. So we're going to, as you lean back, as you lean forward, I want you to bring the bar back. And as you bring the bar in front, you're going to lean back. So you're breathing in and breathing out. Good, nice deep breath in and breathe out. Good, let's do another 4 and breathe out. And 3 and breathe out. 2 more and breathe out. The last one and breathe out. We're going to continue balancing on this leg. Now I want you to drop down into a rotation, lifting the leg up at the back, and you're going to breathe in and bring the knee up and the bar to the side. Rotate. Balance. If you need to take a break and just release that supporting foot, you can rotate the ankle and change direction, and then come back into that movement. So you're lifting the leg up at the back, you spiral down and breathing in as you spiral up. Let's do another 8. You're going to challenge your balance in this. Take a break if you need to. That's 2 and release. And 3 and breathe out. 4 and release. And 5 and release. Another 3 keep going. 2 more and release, and the last one and release. Good. Shake that supporting leg out, From here, I want you to feel the difference in the two sides after we've released the thighs and the calves and the hamstrings. So let's come into a bit of a squat position, massaging down those quadriceps, the front of the thighs. Go into a little bit of a rotation, coming up and down, forward again, and move over to the other side. So just make sure you're sitting back into that squat and keeping the knees where they are so you're not overextending the knees, and just focus on massaging and releasing. Move into that spiral and get the release to the ITB and around the back. Remember, we want to focus on the muscles underneath that iliotibial band as well. Now let's focus on the hamstrings, so we can bring the palms facing forward so you can apply a little bit more weight, and then come back into your squat and up. Massage over the hamstrings and back up. And again, little bit of a rotation with the bar or the stick, and work that whole area over the hamstrings and a little bit into the lateral side of the leg. Keep going into that squat, and you're shearing and releasing that fascial tissue that sits around those muscles underneath the skin. Good. Now take one leg and cradle it on the bar so your palms are still facing up, and I just want you to release the knee a little bit, so supporting that thigh, and just relax and let the foot flop and move forward and back. From here, you're going to massage over the calf. So just releasing, still relaxing the foot, and let's move over to the other side. Start off with the knee, cradle, and just move that leg forward and back. You can rotate a little bit into a circle, and holding on, massage over the calf. Keep going. This will challenge your balance on that supporting foot. And release. Okay, we're going over to the other side, and I want you to feel the difference now that we've released the thighs and the hamstrings. Let's balance, taking the bar in front and lift it up. And let's just start off moving forward and back. Make sure you've changed legs, forward and back, forward and back. Good, keep going, and let's open up and breathe out and come forward. A nice deep breath in and lean forward. Open up and lean forward. We are trying to challenge that balance. Keep looking ahead and really focus on the glutes to help you with that balance. And forward. Let's keep going. Another 4. And breathe in. And 3. And breathe in. 2 more. And breathe out. Last 1. And come back to center. Into that rotation. Lean forward, lift the leg up. And breathe into that rotation. Keep going. Breathe in. And release the supporting ankle if you need to. And come back into the rotation for 4. Keep going. A nice deep breath in. And 3. A nice deep breath in. 2 more. And the last one. And breathe in. Good. Just shake that leg out. Okay. From here, we're going to release the bar. So let's come to the back of the mat. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Roll down through the spine. You can just bounce about there. And release that bar. Walk your hands forward and come onto your hands and knees. Good. From here, we're going to focus again on our breathing. So you can actually sit back onto your haunches or come into a seated position before we move on to that rounding of the spine. Like we did earlier, hands over the rib cage where that diaphragm sits, and let's focus on that breathing. If you're not comfortable in this position, come into a cross-legged position, or you can go into a knee box position, cross-legged position, whatever feels more comfortable. Nice deep breath into the lungs. Push the diaphragm down, which will expand out, and then you breathe out using the diaphragm to help exhale and take all that stale air from the lungs. So really a nice deep diaphragmatic breath. Keep going. And breathe out. Last one. And breathe out. Now what I want you to do, I want you to focus on breathing in through the nose, like you sucking the breath in through a straw. Then we're going to breathe out through the nose. Bring your hand onto your diaphragm, and you can bring the other hand onto the chest if you want to, and take a nice deep breath in, or you can assist with that straw and hold it and breathe out through the nose. So nice breath in through the lips and breathe out. Again. Remember that exhalation, try focus on a little bit longer. And one more. And breathe out. The next breath we're going to take, I want you to focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, almost like you're blowing into a balloon. So keep the hand on the diaphragm or the belly button, that area there. A nice deep breath in through the nose. Now take hold of that bag and breathe out. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Let's do another 2. And breathe out. And another 1. And breathe out. We're going to continue focusing on the breathing. You can bring the ball now. We're going to position it between the knees. You're going to squeeze that ball. Try to stay on the front of your foot. If you're cramping and you need to, curl the toes under. But if you can, stay on the front of the feet. Let's just focus on the breathing, and then we'll move into that lift with the knees. A nice deep breath in. Pulling the shoulder blades together at the back and really opening up across the chest. Now breathe out. Push the heels of the hands into the mat. Squeeze that ball between the knees. And tap. Let's breathe in again. And open up into that arch. Breathe out, squeeze the ball and tuck. Another 2. Nice deep breath in, open up and squeeze those shoulder blades together, retract them with the rhomboids, and breathe out. Push into the heels of the hands, squeeze the ball. One more, nice deep breath in and open up. And squeeze that ball. Breathing out, lift the knees and rock the knees from side to side. Good. Again, a nice deep breath in. And you're breathing out, you're tucking around the spine and squeezing the ball and bounce the knees. You're still breathing out here. As soon as you need to breathe in, drop the knees and open up into your breath. Let's breathe out, squeeze the ball, tuck and round and bounce. 2. And breathing out. I'm breathing in, sorry. Let's breathe out, tuck and round, squeezing the ball, and keep going. Bounce the knees. Drop down. Another 4, breathing out, and bounce. Drop down. Breathing in, and squeeze and breathe out. Keep going, you've got another 2 to go. And breathing out. The last one. And breathing out, tuck and round. And bounce. Release the ball. Open up the feet and the knees. We're going to go into a walk, so a short plank walk. The knees are lifted and you're walking forward, opposite hand and foot. 2, 3, and 4. Take it back. 2, 3, and 4. Forward. 2, 3. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes back. Forward, keep going. Get back. Take it forward. Keep going. 2 more, forward. Take it back. Take it last one, forward and back. 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. From there, stay in that position and just push back off the hands into a nice deep squat, lifting it, lift the tailbone. If the heels are coming up, make sure the heels are down and just bounce into that squat. Keep going. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's walk forward or jump forward and come into a seated position, taking your bar underneath your legs and holding onto it. A nice light grip on the bar. Don't hold on for dear life. Let's hold it up in a nice lift position. We're breathing into this lift. Again, open up across the chest, rhomboids activating to squeeze the scapula back and breathe out. Good. Round the spine. And again, breathe in and open, open, open. And breathe out. And round into that position. Good. Keep going. Breathing in and lifting. And breathe out. We round. Keep going, another 5. Breathe in and breathe out. Lowering those vertebrae onto the mat as you come into that rounded position and expel all that air. Again, breathing in and breathe out. Let's do another 3. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 more. And breathe out. And the last one. And breathe out. Our next position is going to be similar, except we're going to extend and lift the feet. If you are taking any strain in that lower back, keep the feet flat and continue with the same option that we've just done. Otherwise, we're breathing in. And as you breathe out, round the spine and extend the legs. Take a nice deep breath in. Pull up into that lift. And breathe out. And extend. A nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Good. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out. Keep going. And breathe out. Last 3. And breathe out. And 2. And breathe out. The last one. And breathe out. Come into that lifted position, and we're going to extend one leg and lift. Tuck and lift. Tuck and lift. Keep going. Tuck and lift. If you can, both legs and lift. So it's a quicker movement and lift. Tuck and lift. 4, 8 and lift. Alternate legs if you want to. Choose that option. 5 and lift. 4 more. And 3 and 2 and the last one, and breathe in and lift. Good. From there, release the bar, extend your arms. Let's roll down through the spine again and just lengthen out. Have a nice stretch, yawn. Release any tension in that jaw. Let's bring the arms next to the body, feet flat. We're just going to stretch into the hip flexors that we've worked a little bit here, shortening them, taking a nice deep breath into your arch. Lift the lower back off. Imagine a piece of string extending your belly button up to the ceiling. Breathe into the space you're creating. Breathe out and tuck. Breathe in and thrust. And roll down and breathe out. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and arch. Let's breathe out and tuck. Squeeze the glutes. Breathe in and thrust. Roll down. And again. Breathe in and tuck. Breathe in and arch. Breathe out, tuck. Breathe in and thrust. Last one. Here we go. Breathe in and arch. Breathe out, tuck. Breathe in and thrust. Hold it here. Bring the feet closer to the tailbone. Hold onto the ankles if you can reach them. Tuck the shoulders under and push the pelvis up. Lifting right up and opening up as much as you can. Come onto the balls of the feet. If you want to increase that lift, keep focusing on your breathing. Let's release the shoulders, roll down through the spine. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your legs out and roll up. The last one, let's take that bar and we're coming forward onto our abdominals. Similar to what we did last week with the band, we're going to work into squeezing those shoulder blades together. I want you to cradle the bar between your thumb and your index finger and lead up with your little finger. So you're working the back arm line into the rhomboids. We're going to make sure the feet are relaxed on the floor, and you're going to squeeze and activate your glutes to support that lower back. Let's bounce the arms up. Keep going. Bounce those hands up to the ceiling. Focusing on your breathing in and breathing out. And breathe out. Keep pulsing those arms and breathing out. Keep going, another 4 and breathe out. And 3 and breathe out. 2 more and breathe out. And the last one and breathe out. Release the bar. Bring your forehead onto your hands and just wiggle the hips from side to side. Bring your hands underneath your chest or your shoulders and push back up and give the arms a nice stretch. After that workout, come up onto hands and knees and into a seated position. And just for the last few seconds, just focusing on that breathing. Feel that rib cage expanding, breathing horizontally. And breathe out. Really relax into that breath. And breathe out. Another 2 nice deep breaths in. And breathe out. The last one. And breathe out. Let's link the hands behind the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Just look over your shoulders, making sure the neck is nice and released. Come back to center, bring the hands to the knees, and just circle the shoulders up and back. And well done. Thank you for joining me.